Hello everyone. Today we will discuss question paper revision. Question paper revision. Long answer questions. Long answer questions. Structure of heart and working of heart. These two questions very important in annual exam. The IP annual exam compulsory one question in these two questions, structure of heart, working of heart. In these two question 100% one question. So one time structure of heart, next time working of heart, next time structure of heart. In these two questions 100% any one question in annual exam. First one, structure of human heart. Structure of human heart. Structure of human heart. So the human heart is location from the mesodermal in origin. The heart is located from the mesodermal in origin. Mesodermal between the two lungs. Between these two lungs, slightly turn to the left side. The heart is location from the mesodermal. So the mediastinum. The heart is located from the mediastinum. The heart is located from the mediastinum. Mediastinum is between the two lungs, slightly turn to the left side. Next one. So the heart is origin from the mesodermal in origin. The heart is origin from the mesodermal in origin. Next one. So the heart is covered by a membrane. The heart is covered by a membrane. That membrane is called as pericardium. The heart covering membrane is called as pericardium. First one, origin. Heart origin. Heart origin. So they are the mesodermal in origin. Mesodermal in origin. Next one, location. They are located from the mediastinum. Their location from the mediastinum. So they are the present in the between these two lungs. Between the two lungs, slightly turn to the left side. Slightly turn to the left side. Next one, the heart is covered by the pericardium. Covered by pericardium. Heart is covered by pericardium. The pericardium contains a double layer. Pericardium is a double layer. Double layer. Outer fibrous pericardium. Outer fibrous pericardium. Outer fibrous pericardium and inner serous pericardium. Outer fibrous pericardium and inner serous pericardium. So the inner serous pericardium is divided into two layers. The inner serous pericardium contains two layers. Outer parietal layer, outer parietal layer, inner visceral layer, inner visceral layer. So the first of all pericardium. The pericardium is covering the heart, protecting the heart. So the heart, the pericardium contains two layers, outer fibrous pericardium, inner serous pericardium. So the serous pericardium contains two layers, outer parietal layer, inner visceral layer, outer parietal layer and inner visceral layer. So between these two layers, presenting on the fluid, that fluid is called as pericardial fluid. The fluid is called as pericardial fluid. Pericardial fluid. That fluid is called as pericardial fluid. Next one, the heart contains three walls. The heart contains three wall layers. Outer epicardium, middle myocardium, inner endocardium. Outer epicardium, middle myocardium, inner endocardium. Inner endocardium. So they are the introduction of the heart. First one, origin, mesodermal in origin. Next one, location, the location from the mediastinum. Next one, so the size. So the size is clenched fist. The size is clenched fist. The heart size is clenched fist. Next one, the heart is covered by the pericardium. The pericardium is a double layer. Outer fibrous pericardium, inner serous pericardium. The serous pericardium contains two layers, outer parietal layer, inner visceral layer. These two layers presenting on the fluid, between these two layers presenting on the fluid, that fluid is called as pericardial fluid. That fluid is called as pericardial fluid. So this pericardial fluid function, so there is the free movement of the heart, friction between the two layers. So there is the free movement of the heart. Next one, the heart contains 3 layers. The heart wall contains 3 layers: outer epicardium, middle myocardium, and inner endocardium. Next one, external structure of heart. External structure of heart. The heart contains 4 chambers. The heart contains 4 chambers. Heart contains 4 chambers. Upper 2 chambers are called atria. Upper 2 chambers called atria. Lower 2 chambers called ventricle. Upper 2 chambers called atria, lower 2 chambers called ventricles. The human heart contains 4 chambers. Upper 2 chambers called atria, lower 2 chambers called ventricle. Upper 2 chambers called atria and lower 2 chambers, upper 2 chambers called atria, lower 2 chambers called ventricles. So they are the heart 4 chambers. So the upper 2 chambers, so they are called as atria. So they are the left atria. So they are the right atria. So upper 2 chambers called atria. So the lower 2 chambers called ventricles. So they are the right ventricle. So they are the left ventricle. The human heart contains 4 chambers. Upper 2 chambers called atria, lower 2 chambers called ventricles. Next one, so these 2 chambers, the atria and ventricles, these 2 chambers separated by the atrioventricular septum. Atrioventricular septum. So these are the heart. So the upper 2 chambers atria, lower 2 chambers called ventricles. So they are the right atria, left atria, right ventricle, left ventricle. So these 2 chambers, upper 2 chambers and lower 2 chambers separated by the, so this septum is called as atrioventricular septum. This septum is called as atrioventricular septum. So the upper 2 chambers are atria, lower 2 chambers called ventricle. These 2 chambers separated by is called as atrioventricular septum. Atrioventricular septum. Next one, so these 2 ventricles, the 2 ventricles separated by the interventricular septum. So they are called as interventricular septum. Interventricular septum. Interventricular septum. So the 2 atria, these 2 atria separated by the interatrial septum. So they are called as interatrial septum. Interatrial septum. Interatrial septum. So the heart contains 4 chambers. Upper 2 chambers called atria, lower 2 chambers called ventricle. So the these atrias and ventricles separated by the interatrioventricular septum. Atrioventricular septum. The 2 ventricles separated by the interventricular septum, 2 atria separated by the interatrial septum. So they are the external structure. Next one, internal structure. First one, atria. So the atria are the small blood receiving chambers. Atria are the small blood receiving chambers. The 2 atria are the small structures and blood receiving chambers. These are the blood receiving chambers. Next one, the 2 atria separated by the interatrial septum. The 2 atria separated by the interatrial septum. So in this fetal stage, in the interatrial septum, the fetal stage, they contain a hole. The interatrials, they are the interatrial septum. In the fetal stage, the interatrial septum contains a hole. That hole is called as foramen ovale. The hole is called as foramen ovale. Foramen ovale. The interatrial septum in the fetal stage. Fetal stage means the mother womb, the baby in the mother womb. So the fetus, that baby is called as fetus. In the fetal stage, the interatrial septum, they contain a hole. That hole is called as foramen ovale. So in this region contain a hole. That hole is called as foramen ovale. That foramen ovale close at birth. The foramen ovale close at birth. After birth, the hole is closed. After birth, the hole is closed. So these called as fossa ovalis. The hole is closed. So these are called as fossa ovalis. Fossa ovalis. The hole does not close. This is called as fossa ovalis. Next one. So in the rare conditions, the hole does not close. In the rare condition, the hole does not close. These are called as patent foramen ovale. This is called as patent foramen ovale. Patent foramen ovale. Foramen ovale. Patent foramen ovale. First step, the interatrial septum in the fetal stage, they contain a hole. That hole is called as foramen ovale. The foramen ovale, after birth, the hole is closed. So they are called as fossa ovalis. In the few persons, the hole does not close. So they are called as patent foramen ovale. Patent foramen ovale. Next one. So this right atrium. First one, right atrium. The right atrium receiving deoxygenated blood from the all the body parts. The right atrium receiving deoxygenated blood. The right atrium receiving deoxygenated blood through the two caval veins. Through the two caval veins. One is the superior vena cava. One is the superior vena cava. So these are the superior vena cava. Superior vena cava. So the right atrium receiving deoxygenated blood through the two caval veins. One caval vein, superior vena cava, another caval vein, inferior vena cava. Inferior vena cava, superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. So the right atrium receiving deoxygenated blood from the all the body parts through the two caval veins. One is the superior vena cava, another one is the inferior vena cava. So another one is the coronary sinuses. Another one is the coronary sinuses. So these coronary sinuses, blood receiving from the coronary sinus. So these coronary sinuses, blood receiving from the heart valves, blood receiving from the heart valves. The heart valves, blood receiving from the coronary sinuses. These three veins, so blood receiving from the all the body parts. So the superior vena cava, blood receiving from the head and thorax region. The superior vena cava, blood receiving from the head and thorax region. Next one, inferior vena cava, blood receiving from the abdomen and hind limbs. Abdomen and hind limbs. So the superior vena cava, blood receiving from the head, thorax and forelimbs. Head, thorax and forelimbs. So the inferior vena cava, blood receiving from the abdomen and hind limbs. Abdomen and hind limbs. So the coronary sinus, blood receiving from the heart muscles to the coronary sinuses. So they are the right atria. Next one, left atria. So the left atria receiving from the oxygenated blood. Left atria receiving the oxygenated blood. So this oxygenated blood receiving from the through the lungs. This is receiving from the through the lungs, through the pulmonary veins. The pulmonary veins, blood receiving from the lungs to heart. Pulmonary veins, two pulmonary veins, blood receiving from the left atria. So these are the atrias, right atria and left atria. Next one. So the superior vena cava, there is no valve, but inferior vena cava, they are presenting on the valve. So they are the eustachian valve. The inferior vena cava, so they are presenting on the valve. This valve is called as eustachian valve. So this valve function, so the prevention of backward flow of blood. So they are moving from the blood downwards to upwards. So the blood do not move end of the backwards. Next one, so the Thebaceous valve presenting on the coronary sinus. Coronary sinus, they are presenting on the Thebaceous valve. So they are the right atria and left atria. Next one, so this right atria opens into the right ventricle, left atria opens into the left ventricle. So these are the right atria, they are open into the right ventricle, left atria opens into the left ventricle through the AV valves. So they are presenting on the valves, so they are called as AV valves. AV valves means atrioventricular valves. The right atria opens into the right ventricle, left atria opens into the left ventricle through the AV valves. So they are called as AV valves. They are called as AV valves. So this is AV valves. The right atria opens into right ventricle, left atria opens into the left ventricle. Next one, ventricles. Next one, ventricles. So the ventricles are the blood pumping organs, blood pumping chambers. The ventricles are the blood pumping chambers. The left ventricle larger than the right ventricle. Left ventricle larger than the right ventricle. Next one. So the inner side of the ventricle, they contain a muscular ridges. So the inner side of the ventricles, they contain a muscular ridges. They contain a muscular ridges. So these some muscular ridges, they are the large and conical shape. Some of the muscular ridges are the large and conical shape. So these are called as papillary muscles. Papillary muscles. Some the ventricles, they contain a large and conical shape structure. So they are called as papillary muscles. So these papillary muscles, they are containing heart strings. So they are connecting to the AV valves, tricuspid valves and bicuspid valve. Left side presenting on the tricuspid valves, right side presenting in the bicuspid valves. So the papillary muscles connecting to the tricuspid and bicuspid valves. They are connecting to the tricuspid and bicuspid valves. So these are the ventricles. Once divided. So the ventricles. So the ventricles are blood pumping chambers. Left ventricle larger than the right ventricle. Next one, the two ventricles separated by the interventricular septum. Next one, the inner side of the ventricle contain a muscular ridges. Some muscular ridges are the large and conical shape. So they are called as papillary muscles. The papillary muscles connecting to the bicuspid and tricuspid valves through the heart strings. Through the heart strings. So they are the ventricles. Next one, so they are sinoarterial nodes. Next one, nodal tissue. Next one, nodal tissue. So the nodal tissues are the two types of the nodal tissue, SAN and AVN. Sinoarterial node, atrioventricular node. Sinoarterial node and atrioventricular node. Sinoarterial node, so they are presenting in the right atrium, right upper corner. Right atrium, right upper corner, near the opening of superior vena cava. Near the opening of superior vena cava. Next one, so the AVN, atrioventricular node. So they are presenting on the right atrium, left lower corner. Right atrium, left lower corner. SAN and AVN. So the SAN generate the action potentials. Generate the action potentials. So these action potential spreading to the two atrias. Spreading to the two atrias. Finally reaching to the AVN. So the AVN, they continue to the AV bundle. The AVN is continued to the AV bundle. Next one, AV bundle divided into bundle branches. Divided into bundle branches. Left side is called as left bundle branch. Right side is called as right bundle branch. So they are the left side left bundle branch. Right side right bundle branches. Next one, Purkinje fibers. So they are called as Purkinje fibers. So they are the nodal tissue, sinoarterial node and atrioventricular node. Next one, aortic arches, systemic aortic arch and pulmonary aortic arch. Systemic aortic arch and pulmonary aortic arch. Systemic aortic arch means, so they are opening from the left ventricle. Systemic aortic arch, they are opening from the left ventricle. So this left ventricle to the, their blood pumping to the oxygenated blood from the all the body parts. The pulmonary vein, they are opening from the right ventricle. So they are the deoxygenated blood sending from the lungs. So they are the structure of heart. Next one, next question, working of heart. Next question, working of heart. Next question, working of heart. Working of heart. So working of heart means, so they are presenting on the cardiac cycle. They are presenting in cardiac cycle. Cardiac cycle. So the cardiac cycle means they are starting beginning of one heartbeat to beginning of next heartbeat, beginning of one heartbeat to beginning of next heartbeat. So they are called as cardiac cycle, beginning of one heartbeat to beginning of next heartbeat. So this time period is called as cardiac cycle. So this cardiac cycle time period 0.8 seconds. This time period 0.8 seconds. This time period 0.8 seconds. So the cardiac cycle they contain 3 steps. Cardiac cycle contain 3 steps. First one, atrial systole. First one atrial systole. Second one, ventricle systole. Ventricle systole. Third one, joint diastole. Joint diastole, atrial systole, ventricular systole, joint diastole. First one, atrial systole. First one, atrial systole. So before the atrial systole, for example, draw the diagram. Four chambers. First one, so these are the AV valves. So this region. AV valves. Okay. So the heart contains 4 chambers. The 4 chambers are first relaxed state. The 4 chambers are first relaxed state. So the AV valves are open conditions. The 4 chambers are relaxed state. AV valves are open condition. So the open condition means the blood, the oxygenated blood moving from the left atria to left ventricle. The deoxygenated blood, the right atria to right ventricle. So they are moving from the deoxygenated blood. So they are moving from the oxygenated blood. First step, the 4 chambers are relaxed state. The 4 chambers are relaxed state. So the AV valves are open condition. Semilunar valves. So this region, semilunar valves. They are the semilunar valves. So the semilunar valves are the closed. The semilunar valves are the closed condition. AV valves are the open condition. The blood moving from the left atria to left ventricle, right atria to right ventricle. Next one, so the next step, the fourth, next one, the sinoatrial node presenting on the right atrium, right upper corner. So they are presenting on the SAN, sinoatrial node. So this sinoatrial node, they are generate the action potential. The sinoatrial node generate the action potentials. These action potential spreading the both atrias. The action potential spreading to the both atria. After, so the spreading to the both atria, next starting from the atrial systole. Atrial systole. So the atrial systole time period 0.1 seconds. The atrial systole time period 0.1 seconds. So in this time, the SAN generate the action potentials. The action potential spreading to the both atria. The simultaneously, in the same time, the two atrias are the contraction. The simultaneously, the both atrias are the contraction. So the 30% of blood, the atrias are the contraction, 30% of blood. 30% of blood moving from the ventricles, 30% of blood moving from the ventricles, remaining 70% blood before the atrial systole they are filling to the ventricles, remaining 70% of blood before the atrial systole the ventricles is filling. So they are called as atrial systole. First one, atrial systole, SAN generate the action potential. This spreading to the both atrias. Simultaneously the atrias are the contraction. So the blood moving from the atria to ventricle. Only 30%, remaining 70% before the atrial systole the blood is filling. Next one, ventricular systole. Second one, ventricular systole. So these action potentials reaching to the atrioventricular node, reaching to the AVN, they are reaching to the AVN. So the AVN to the AV bundle, AVN to AV bundle, AV bundle to bundle branches, left bundle branch and right bundle branches, bundle branches to Purkinje fibers, bundle branches to Purkinje fibers. So the impulse reaching from the AVN, AVN to bundle of fish to bundle branches to Purkinje fibers, bundle branches to Purkinje fibers. So the impulse they are reaching to the both ventricles, the both ventricles simultaneously contraction, simultaneously the both ventricles are the contraction. So pressure is increases, so that time the AV valves are closed. So they are the AV valves. So the AV valves are closed. First heart sound lub is produced. The first heart sound lub is produced. So the action potential reaching to the both ventricles. So the simultaneously the both ventricles are the contraction. So the pressure is increases. So the AV valves are the closed. AV valves are closed. They are producing first heart sound. So they are called as lub. First heart sound lub. So the pressure is increases. So the AV valves are open. AV valves are open. So the AV valves are open. So the oxygenated blood move to the different types of body parts. So the deoxygenated blood move to the lungs. Deoxygenated blood move to the lungs. So these are the ventricular systole. So this time 0.3 seconds. 0.3 seconds. 0.3 seconds. Next one, joint diastole. Next one, joint diastole. So this time period 0.4 seconds. The joint diastole time period 0.4 seconds. So in this time the four chambers are relaxed state. The four chambers are relaxed state. So the pressure is decreases. So the AV valves are closed. The AV valves are closed because of the blood is moved to the upside. So the AV valves does not closed. The blood moved to the downwards. So the AV valves are semilunar valves are closed. Semilunar valves are the closed. Second heart sound is producing. They are the dub. Second heart sound dub. First heart sound lub. Second heart sound dub. So the first heart sound producing to the closure of AV valves. Closure of AV valves. So second heart sound producing from the dub. So they are producing from the closure of semilunar valves. Semilunar valves. So these are the ventricular joint diastole. Joint diastole time the four chambers are relaxed state. Four chambers are relaxed state. So the pressure is decreases. So the semilunar valves are closed. They are producing second heart sound. So they are called as lub. They are called as lub. So they are the atrial systole, ventricular systole and joint diastole. Next one, cardiac output and stroke volume. First one, stroke volume. First one, stroke volume. So the stroke volume means the one heartbeat. So the one time heart contraction, that time ventricle pumping blood. One contraction time the heart ventricle pumping blood is called as stroke volume. One heartbeat contraction, one heart contraction, that time the ventricle pumping blood is called as stroke volume. Normally the human stroke volume 70 ml. 70 ml. Normally how many beats per a minute? 72 beats per a minute. 72 beats per a minute. 72 beats per a normal healthy individual, 72 beats per a minute. Next one, cardiac output. Next one, cardiac output. Cardiac output. So the cardiac output means so the heart both ventricles, the heart both ventricle pumping blood for a minute time. For a minute time the heart pumping blood is called as cardiac output. Cardiac output is equal stroke volume into number of heartbeats. stroke volume into number of heartbeats. Number of heartbeats. So the stroke volume meaning 70 ml into how many times? 72 times. So is equal 5040, approximately 5 liters. 5 liters of blood pumping for a minute. So they are called as cardiac output. Cardiac output means 1 minute time period, the both ventricle pumping blood is called as cardiac output. So they are the 70 into 72, 5040, approximately 5 liters of blood pumping from the for a minute from heart. Next one, double circulation. Next one, double circulation. Double circulation means systemic circulation and pulmonary circulation. Systemic circulation means they are pumping the oxygenated blood from the all the body parts, so they are called as systemic circulation. Next one, pulmonary circulation means they are pumping from the deoxygenated blood from the heart to lungs, so they are called as systemic circulation and pulmonary circulation. So they are the structure of heart and working of heart. Very important questions. These two questions 100%, one question in annual exam paper.